Hello and welcome to my 2023 Oceania World Fair project. This video is a documentary about coral bleaching in the Great Barrier Reef. We will start by defining what coral bleaching is. Coral bleaching is when coral becomes white, gray, or other non-vibrant colors due to stress such as being too hot, cold, or coming in contact with certain chemicals. This diagram shows the difference between healthy coral, bleached coral, and dead coral. Now, I will show pictures of coral and you have to guess if it is bleached, dead, or healthy. Here's the first one. It's bleached. Now the second. This one is healthy. And the last one, you guessed it, it's dead. Now I'll be telling you how sunscreen affects a coral and the life around it. Sunscreen affects almost all parts of a coral reef, the coral, the plants, and the fish. It accumulates in the fish's flesh and can cause defects in certain animals like mussels. When it comes to contacting algae, it stunts their growth, therefore not being able to feed the fish that depend on it. Now I explain how this affects the Great Barrier Reef. There are over 300 species of algae in the Great Barrier Reef, and if the sunscreen gets to all of them, then it will greatly affect the ecosystem. Coral is a home for the fish, so if all the coral dies, then the fish won't have a place to live, which means that they won't have a place to hide from predators, making them possibly go extinct. A study done in 2015 concluded that 6,000 to 14,000 tons of sunscreen enter the ocean every year. So the exact amount that gets into each reef, like in different parts of the world, is unsure. But a lot of this definitely goes into the Great Barrier Reef, meaning that this just isn't a small problem and it's happening a lot. However, there are several ways people are helping in restoring coral reefs. One way is to remove invasive species such as non-native algae, which cover sunlight and block it from reaching the coral, which can result in coral bleaching because of the change in temperature. Another way is that people grow coral in nurseries in different locations, and then when they're fully grown, they bring them to the reef so they can live safely. One other way is that people are supervising the reefs. The NOAA established an emergency line for coral reefs when people notice that they receive damage, and they have saved over 10,000 individual corals because of this emergency line. But the thing is, you can also help. By buying reef-safe sunscreen, you can eliminate the toxic chemicals in the UV filters in non-reef safe sunscreens and replace them with minerals that act the same way. A little confused? Well, in 2015, Autumn Blum founded Stream2C and created the first reef-safe sunscreen. This sunscreen left out the chemicals oxybenzone and octinoxate. She paved the way for reef-safe sunscreens, and now they are all across the market. Thank you for listening to my 2023 Oceania World Fair presentation, and I hope you have a nice time. Thanks.